Hello family, welcome back to another day at Many Roots Farm here. Right now we're in the front part of the garden, and as you can see there's this big maple tree, and actually there's some limbs like right here and along this edge that have been taken out. The landlord, since we're renting, didn't want anything too close to the house, which is great. It did change our gardening plan because what once was major shade now gets a lot more sun. You're not seeing it as well in this video. It's about noon and summer is slowly coming on, so more sun will come. The house does shade some, which is why we've got some miniature hostas right here, which are great. But let's talk about this tree again. It sends roots like this, and you can see this is actually part of the root right here underneath this pretty paver that our neighbor put down. But roots like this, which are actually as big as my arm, it has sent it throughout this yard area, which made mowing impossible because it tore up the mower. Weed eating was just as hard. So Mr. Many Roots Farm and I decided to put hardwood mulch down. It's this double shredded, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see more sticks and stuff like that. So it's double shredded hardwood mulch. It will break down into dirt, which is what has happened here. That's why this looks more like dirt. But today I had an I can moment. And by I can, I mean I discovered something that I could do that I didn't think I could do, and it wasn't on purpose. There's a really great video from Cog Hill Farm called I Can. I will link it in the description. What this involved is leveling. Even with the shredded hardwood, this yard slopes down towards here. So it's higher here and slopes down towards here, which isn't a problem unless you have plants and you want to water, because you don't want your pot sitting at, let me see if I can do this, sitting at an angle like this, which this yellow one was. It was sitting at an angle like this, so this end was lower than this end. When you water or it rains, that means all your water will pool in your lowest point, which is here, and then the top end won't get as much water. So whenever you are growing in pots, as we are, you want to level. What did that mean as far as I can? Well, these pots are heavy because living in a public area, things grow legs. Years ago, we had some plants in a pot weighing about 35 pounds that grew little legs and walked. They were valued at about $700, but more importantly, they were a gift from the bonsai enthusiast. Will link his channel, also known as Pops or Dad, in the description also. So it wasn't just the financial value, but it was also the personal value that hurt. Because of the walking factor, the pots we tend to put out here, either one, we have duplicates of, like this one, we have duplicates of that, or two, they are heavy enough where if someone wants to help it grow legs and walk, they're going to work hard on it. It's not going to be easy. Now, one of the things that got both Mr. Many Roots Farm and myself into gardening is we wanted to get in shape. We wanted to be healthier. Well, I'm short and I'm round. This pot is very big and it's heavy, but I needed to level it, and unfortunately today Mr. Many Roots Farm was not able to help me. So, and I really didn't think I could. And when I leveled, what I did is I just took a bunch of cardboard, and in some cases, let me zoom in for you, I folded it several times, but what that means is I had to figure out a way to lift this pot, which again, heavy, and at the same time, jam cardboard underneath. Honestly, I didn't think I could do it, but I didn't have a choice, and the spirits were nice, God was helpful, and I was able to get it done. And I learned, okay, I may not know how to do it, I may not be able to do it as good or as easily as someone else, but most of the time I can do it. I just have to figure out how. This was a lesson brought home to me years ago when I volunteered at the National Zoo. It's a cute story, perhaps for another time. But basically what I found myself doing is kind of pulling on this side and then trying to slide things on this side. So it was awkward because my arms are short, but you know, pull on one side and then kind of jam underneath on the other side with either my hand or the foot. Was it pretty? No, but it got the job done. I did that with this and this. Obviously, I still need to level the blueberries because that's just not level at all. It's tilting more this way, which, like I said, the idea is to get it level. Is it 100% level? No. But if I can get it within 2, sometimes 4 degrees, I aim for 2, then I'm okay with that. As time goes and things settle, I'll have to adjust the leveling. One nice thing about using rocks is it's harder for the tree to send roots through the cardboard and into that, which it has done. I'll try and zoom in here for you. This root right here, okay, coming out the ground, and it was growing into a pot. And when I moved the pot, I had to rip it out. So, and if the tree sends roots into the pot, then it's sucking nutrients from that soil, and the nutrients are not available for the plants I want to grow. So, converse part, if you don't have the right stones or anything, then the pot will wobble, which is not good if you get good wind. So cardboard, stones, basically use what you have available and realize that you can do this. You can make it happen. You don't have to know how right away. Just get out there and start moving things around, and I promise you, how will come to you. Anyway, on that fun note, oh, and last side note, no, I'm not leaving the cardboard out like this right here. I've got some double shredded mulch that I will lightly use to cover up the cardboard so it will not be unsightly. Okay, now that I've covered the beauty factor, go out there, play in dirt.